Jeff Foxworthy, and welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? All right, kids, you ready to meet your new classmates? She is a 25-year-old talent competition judge who attended Lower Township Elementary School. Please welcome Krista Richman.
All right, ready?
Krista, how are you?
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Look at you back in school. You look the same.
Oh, thanks.
Now, you judge talent competitions for kids 18 and under. Explain that.
I've been dancing all my whole life, so I actually used to compete in these competitions when I was younger, so now I get to be on the flip side. So it's really fun.
And you are former Miss New Jersey, first runner-up Miss USA, huh? Awesome.
First runner-up to Miss New Jersey USA.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Welcome to our classroom. I would imagine it's easier judging than it is actually competing on the nerves anyway, right?
Definitely.
All right, well, welcome to our class. I want you to win some money today, and I've got some people to help you.
Okay.
You can cheat off of our fifth graders. Let me introduce them. We have Zach, Danielle, and Malachi. Pick one of them.
All right, go with Danielle first.
Danielle, come on up here.
Some girl power.
Say hello to Krista. Krista, I like you were doing the beauty pageant
Oh,
wave
sorry.
over there. No, that's
Had
good.
that.
I like that. How you feeling today?
Good.
Feel like making her some money?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Let me tell you how we're gonna do that.
Okay.
You're gonna take a little test with us.
Okay.
It's an elementary school test, first grade through the fifth grade. You can answer the questions in any order you like.
Okay.
First grade correct answers are worth $500. Fifth grade correct answers are worth $5,000. You get all these right, I've got a bonus question which can multiply your winnings by 10. You could leave here today with $250,000. Sound good?
Yes, sounds great.
All right, everybody, well, let's find out. Is Krista Richman smarter than a fifth grader? All right, Danielle, 10 subjects up there. We want her to make some money. Where do you recommend she begins?
Fifth grade grammar.
Fifth grade
I think
grammar?
that's a great spot.
Good. You like that?
I actually am not very good at grammar, so I'd like to kind of get it out of the way.
Okay, you want to do fifth grade grammar?
Yes, please.
Here we go. Fifth grade grammar.
Okay.
Correct answer is worth $5,000. Here is the question. What is the subject of the following sentence? Take out the trash. What is the subject of the following sentence? Take out the trash. Danielle has locked in her answer.
I'm gonna say out. My final answer, I'm locking in out.
Out.
It's okay if I get it wrong, it's okay. I already told myself it's totally okay to get it wrong.
It's totally
Fifth grade,
okay.
you know?
Well, it's a lot better to get them right because
True.
the money goes with that.
True.
Have you ever heard of an imperative sentence?
Yeah.
An imperative sentence implies something.
Okay.
In this case, it would imply who is to take out the trash, and that would be you.
Right.
So the subject of the sentence, take out the trash, is you. Y-O-U.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's
So
grammar.
you can take it or leave it.
What do you mean?
The money.
How can I take it?
Well, you do have a save left, meaning...
Oh,
I told
that's
you.
right. That's right. Okay.
If Danielle said you, you've got $5,000. If she said anything else, you remain at zero.
Okay.
Take a look at the board over here. Danielle said, you! Danielle, very nice job. You've got $5,000. Krista, 9 subjects remain on the board. Where would you like to go next?
Okay. I'm gonna go with health.
Health?
Fifth grade health.
All right, fifth grade health. You can double the 5,000 with a correct answer. The fifth grade health question is this. Otherwise known as folic acid, which B vitamin can be found in asparagus, broccoli, and liver? Otherwise known as folic acid, which B vitamin can be found in asparagus, broccoli, and liver? All right, Danielle has locked in her answer.
I'm not sure. So rather than just throw a guess out there, I think I'm going to use my copy. Lock in my copy.
Locking in a copy. You chose to copy. Take a look at the board. Danielle said calcium. How's that feel?
I don't know. I don't know my vitamins very well, so I would have guessed just like a B6 or something. I don't know, because I think they have numbers, but I really have no idea. So her calcium is much better than mine.
Actually, yours would have been closer than
Okay.
hers. The correct answer is B9. Vitamin B9 is also known as folic acid. So that $5,000 we had, we just gave it away. The
That's
good
okay.
news is we still have $15,000 on the board. 8 subjects. Where would you like to go next?
I'm gonna do 4th grade life science.
4th grade life science, okay. Get this one right, you got 3,500. The 4th grade life science question is, which of the following trees is deciduous? Cedar, juniper, oak. Which of the following trees is deciduous? Cedar, juniper, oak. Danielle has locked in with authority.
All right. Well, a deciduous tree loses its leaves. And a cedar and a juniper, I believe, do not lose her leaves. Okay, I think it is C, oak. Locking it in.
Think it's oak. Danielle, what do you think it is?
C, oak.
You think it's C, oak? Not only are they pretty, they're smart. You're both right. It is oak. Don't go away. We're going to try to turn this into a $150,000 day. Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? In the classroom today, we have talent competition judge Krista Richman with us. You had $5,000, you gave it back, but now we're back on the winning track. You've got 3,500, we
Right.
have 11,500 still on the board. It's time for you to pick a new classmate.
All right. I think Malachi.
Malachi, come on up here.
All right.
7 subjects are on the board. If we had to help Krista with one, what would you recommend?
4th grade world geography.
4th grade world geography, but it's up to you.
So let's do 3rd grade nature.
3rd grade nature, okay. 3rd grade questions are worth $2,500. A correct answer could take your winnings to $6,000. Here is the 3rd grade nature question. Recorded in Death Valley, California, the highest temperature in the U.S. was which of the following? 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 154 degrees Fahrenheit, or 174 degrees Fahrenheit. Recorded in Death Valley, California, the highest temperature in the U.S. was which of the following? 134 degrees, 154 degrees, or 174 degrees? Malachi has locked in his answer.
I'm gonna say A, 134 degrees, and locking that
I was working in Las Vegas last year and it was 118 degrees, and the guy actually said to me, but it's a dry heat. And I said, so is the electric chair. It's 118 degrees. Krista, you're right. It is 134 degrees. 6 subjects on the board. Which one would you like next?
in. All right, let's do 3rd grade physical science.
3rd grade physical science. Okay? Here is the 3rd grade question. True or false? 2 oppositely charged particles will attract each other. True or false? 2 oppositely charged particles will attract each other. Malachi has locked in his answer.
Positive and negatives do attract each other. So, I'm going to say true. I'm gonna lock that in.
Malachi, what'd you say?
True.
You said true.
Yay.
You said true. Yay, you're both right. How about that? Nothing to it. 5 subjects remain. Which one next, Krista?
All right, let's do 4th grade world geography.
4th grade world geography. All right. The 4th grade world geography question is this. Over 250,000 square miles in area. The Patagonian Desert is located on what continent? Over 250,000 square miles in area. The Patagonian Desert is located on what continent? Malachi has locked in his answer. If only they had a Miss Patagonian Desert pageant.
I'm pretty sure it is in South America. Okay. I'm gonna lock in South America.
You still had a peek available. If you had peeked at Malachi's paper, Malachi said Africa.
Okay.
Would that have changed your mind?
No, because I really don't think it's on Africa.
Krista, actually, the Patagonian Desert is located on the continent of South America. You're right. Don't go away. We're on our way to $150,000. Good job. Welcome back to the classroom. Our contestant, Krista Richman, has got $12,000. $3,000 remains on the board. You've got Zach up here to help you. You still have a peek left. Which subject would you like next?
All right. 2nd grade astronomy.
2nd grade astronomy, okay. Correct answer is worth $1,000. Here's the question. What planet in our solar system was named for the Roman goddess of beauty and love? What planet in our solar system was named for the Roman goddess of beauty and love? Zach has locked in his answer.
I'm pretty sure it's Venus. Earth. Yes. I'm gonna lock in Venus.
Locking in Venus. Actually, the correct answer is Venus. You are right. $13,000. 2 1st grades and a 2nd grade. Which one would you like, Krista?
2nd grade geometry.
2nd grade geometry, okay. We can add another 1,000 to your winnings with the correct answer. The 2nd grade question is, how many circular bases does a regular cylinder have? How many circular bases does a regular cylinder have? Zach has locked in his answer.
All right. A cylinder has 2 circular bases, one on top and one on bottom. So I'm going to lock in 2.
That's interesting because Zach said 2. I have a picture on the board of a regular cylinder. Here it is. 2 bases, you're right, Krista. Nice work. Look at this, $14,000. Very nice recovery. We're down to math or animal science. Pick your poison. Animal science. She said animal science. All right. It's worth $500. Correct answer could take you to $14,500. Here's the question. What African mammal, whose name means river horse, can weigh up to 5 tons? What African mammal, whose name means river horse, can weigh up to 5 tons? Hello, mother-in-law joke. Zach has locked in his answer.
Okay. I'm gonna use my peek. I'm gonna lock in my peek. Please.
You wanted to peek at Zach's paper. Take a look over here. Zach said hippopotamus.
Oh, no. I don't know. Why would they name a hippo a horse? Horses are like pretty and skinny.
I think you just hurt a lot of hippopotamus's feelings
sorry,
with that comment.
But 5 tons would definitely be a hippopotamus. I think that's a pretty good guess, and I hope it's right. I think I'm gonna lock in hippopotamus. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
You locked it in. Did anybody think of elephant? 5 tons.
Well, yeah, but that's like.
Krista. the African mammal whose name means river horse, is hippopotamus. Don't go away. We're on our way to 150,000. Smarter than a fifth grader. Our contestant, Krista Richman, has $14,500. And I got to bring this up. On your card, it said if you won big today, that your grandpa paid for your college.
Yeah.
So if you won big, you would do what?
Well, I would love to take my family on a trip to Italy. That's where he's from, and he's never been back. And since he's always helped me with, you know.
Well, you would have $15,000 towards that cause if you can answer this question correctly. The first grade question is this. Danielle has one piece each of purple, green, and blue chalk. If purple is smaller than blue and purple is larger than green, what's the largest color of chalk? Danielle has one piece each of purple, green, and blue chalk. If purple is smaller than blue and purple is larger than green, what is the largest color of chalk?
So, the largest color of chalk is blue. Locking that in.
Locking that in. Krista, you're right. It is blue. Give this lady $15,000. Krista, right now you have $15,000. I do have one more question. It is the bonus question, which can multiply your winnings by 10. We could turn the $15,000 into $150,000. I'll show you the subject for free, but if you ask to see the question, you must play it out.
Okay.
The subject of today's bonus question is this: U.S. history.
Would be awesome. And I'm pretty sure I would know the answer, but there's always a chance that I won't. So, I think I'm going to take my $15,000 and lock
drop out of school?
Yeah. Dropping out.
Dropping out of school. You just dropped out of school. You've got $15,000 in your pocket. Would you like to see the question?
Yes, I would.
So you don't spend the rest of your life going, I
Wondering.
wonder if I would have known it. All right. Today's bonus question is this. Who was president of the United States when gold was discovered in California in 1848?
So I probably would have thought about it way more, and then maybe have said Polk. Maybe Pierce, I don't know.
What would you have said? If that,
Polk, I think.
You would have said Polk. And I would have said, you would have been right. It is Polk. But there's no groaning.
I would have known it. But it's okay.
You've got $15,000. You would have had $150,000. $15,000 is great for a half hour.
It is awesome.
Great. All right, it's been a pleasure having you here. There's one last thing I need for you to do for me before you leave, though. There's a little camera right over there.
All right, my name is Krista Richman, and I'm not smarter than a fifth grader.
We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.